Welcome into Lane Gymnasium, home of the Lane Tech champions. Here on a Friday night, Lane Tech faces off against the Padua Franciscan Bruins, coming all the way from Ohio, making a little bit of over 5-hour drive here to Chicago, Illinois, to face off against your Lane Tech champions.
My name is Peter, and I'm very excited for this game here today. Padua and Lane, two very good teams, and so far it's a 2-0 lead for the champions. I hope this game goes very good for Lane Tech, but Padua will definitely put up a big fight, as they have, like Nathan has said, as they have come a long way.
Lane Tech enters this game with a record of 9-9, 4-3 in conference, which ranks them 6th. As that's going to be ruled a jump ball in favor of Lane Tech, so Lane Tech will regain possession. As that three-pointer was ruled as a two-pointer, so we're all tied up here at 2 to begin the game, and that's going to be a traveling violation.
Yeah, that's just a bit of a rough start here for the Lane Tech champions. Moments ago, we saw Braden Rosenkrantz run into his teammate Matt Safoni and lose the ball, and now there's a travel on Zach Maznovsky, so 2 turnovers early on in this first quarter. It's not a great start for Lane Tech.
And a 3-point has been made on the wing by Padua Franciscan. That's going to allow them to take the lead 2-5 now. In this first quarter, lob to Scanterbury. No good. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and scores.
Yeah, great finish there from Scanterbury. After, like I said, a bit of a rough start here for Lane Tech.
Padua inbounds it. They're going to get it into number 5, Gio Roman. Working on it on the wing against Scanterbury. Jab step. Looking to find someone. Gets it to Kyle Dodig. Dodig guarded by Rosenkrantz. Passes it off the wing. Driving, spinning in. Blocked by Zach Mazanowski. That ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay here.
Yeah, great defense Padua there. Great defense there for Zach Mazanowski.
Padua comes in to today's game with a 8-3 record, 3-4 in their conference respectively. Ranked in Ohio, 208th, as that's going to be a long three-pointer made by Padua on the wing. Driving all the way in. There's going to be a foul on Padua, so that's going to send Zach Mazanowski to the line here with just about 5.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, the starting lineups have been the same for Lane Tech throughout most of the season. But number 1, Braden Rosenkrantz. Number 2, Drew Bartolai. Number 12, number 12, Zach Maznovsky. Number 13, Dalton Scantelberry. Number 23, Matt Safoni.
Mazanowski has appeared in 18 games. He's averaging 13.3 points. Makes his second free throw, misses his first, so he splits at the line there. Cuts Padua's lead down to a one-possession game. Padua, long 3, hits. Padua lights out from 3 to start this game. They're showing a little press on Lane Tech's side of the court. Lane Tech crosses half court. Safoni on the wing, Drew Bartolai. Up top, Rosenkrantz driving in. Trapped in the corner. Safoni for 3, off the back rim. Padua with the rebound.
Yeah, like I said, rough start here. Almost a 4th three-pointer let in by Lane Tech, but yeah, they've let in 3, and that's why they're down 6 points. So They definitely have to strengthen their defense early on here before it gets too far from them.
Mazanowski drives in and is fouled, so he's going to go back to the free throw line for 2 more. He split at the free throw line, his first appearance there. So let's see if he can improve this time around. Lane Tech trailing by 6 points as the first free throw from Mazanowski is nothing but net. Second free throw is off the front of the rim, so 1 for 2 again from Zach Mazanowski, as there is a pass all the way down.
There was one man back for Lane Tech there, and he really did not have a chance, but good counter here from Dalton Scantlebury. But like I said earlier, Lane Tech need to lock in on defense here early on because they've let in too much open points.
Dalton Scantlebury with an easy score. Gets Lane Tech within 3. As that's going to be an airball 3 from Padua, but it's going to go out of bounds, so Lane Tech will regain possession. 4 minutes left to go, and there's going to be a foul on Padua. That's going to go against number 2, Antoine Wooden, the 5'9" sophomore. Lane Tech will inbound it from the sideline. Long pass to Scantlebury. The defender falls down. He's able to put it up and in. Scantlebury with 2 early layups in this one.
Yeah, great finish there from Scantlebury. He's showing that big build that he has. Quick, strong, and he makes the bucket against Padua here in the first quarter.
Wooden drives in on Rosenkrantz, no good. Mazanowski sees Safoni up the court. Arid pass, Safoni saves it to Bartolai. Jump step and a travel.
Travel called there, but yeah, here's some substitutions for Lane Tech. Kenny Rosario coming on for Braden Rosenkrantz, and Luca Pinto coming on for Matt Safoni. But here are your starting lineups for Padua Franciscan. Number 1, Riley Cervenka. Number 3, Kyle Dodig. Number 5, Gio Roman. Number 22, Trey Martin. And number 24, Jack Boswell.
So, turnover, Padua, Lane Tech inbounds it. Padua has stopped pressing Lane Tech. They're setting up their half-court defense. Driving in is Luca Pinto. He gets that one to fall. Nice slithery finish from the senior forward. There's going to be a timeout, Padua, with 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Going to be a 30-second timeout. After that bucket from Pinto, the score is now 12 Lane Tech, 13 Padua. Zach Mazanowski with 2 points, but leading the team, Dalton Scantlebury with 6. All on layups in the paint.
Yeah, but Lane Tech, they were off to a rough start, but they got their lead taken down to 1 point here. So good job on the offense there and stopping Padua after not a great start from Lane. Hopefully looking to have a better rest of this first quarter. One thing I do like maybe that Luca Pinto came on and within a few seconds he's had a bucket. So hopefully he can continue that throughout the game.
Wooden dribble handoff. Top of the key, Luca Pinto guarding the junior forward for Padua. Step back 3 is good. Padua is red hot from 3 to start this one. That one over the senior guard, Kenny Rosario. Kenny Rosario is trapped in the corner off of the inbound. It's going to be ruled a jump ball. So it's going to be Padua ball. So Great job from Padua, surprising Lane with that press, gets the turnover. Well executed.
And here's another substitution for Lane Tech. We have Drew Bartolai coming off and Cam Matthews coming on.
Wooden guarded by Rosario in the corner. Is Whitehead. Step back three on Matthews. No good. That three does not fall. Rebounds. Scantlebury up the court. Matthews. Rosario for three. It's good.
That was beautiful offense from Lane Tech. Dalton Scantlebury with the pass to Cam Matthews, who just came on. He couldn't get a shot off because he was in a bad position. He saw Kenny on the left side of the field, and Kenny finishes it off with a beautiful three-point shot. I do believe that's their first of the game, while Padua has had, I think, 4 at this point.
Pinto spinning out to Matthews. Top of the key is Mazdanowski sizing up his defender. Pinto trying to get it inside, tapped around, secured by Mazdanowski. Coach Legalbo telling his players to slow down the tempo and run a play. So that the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. Lane Tech will retain possession. Sideline play, they'll get it into Scantlebury. Back to Rosario, who was the inbounder. He hooks in the layup there, so great start for Kenny Rosario offensively.
Yeah, these substitutes for Lane Tech have been really good so far. Cam Matthews and Kenny all playing their parts. I think having a better impact than the starting lineup for Lane Tech.
Top of the key is Aaron Whitehead driving in on Luca Pinto. He pulls that one out to the wing. It's going to be a traveling violation on Padua. Lane Tech will get back the basketball with the 1-point lead.
Here's another substitution for Lane Tech. Dylan Pepper coming on for Zach Mazinowski. So the only player for Lane Tech still from the starting lineup is, of course, Dalton Scantlebury.
The pass is tipped, and it will stay here on Lane Tech's side of the court. It'll be side out. Matthews gets it into Scantlebury. Scantlebury posting up on the block, spinning, looking, finds Matthews for three. No good, just off. Rebound secured by Padua. Pass up the court. There's going to be a foul called against Cam Matthews. It's going to be his first foul, and the first foul against Lane Tech here with 50 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Padua inbounds it into the backcourt. Whitehead with the ball, guarded by Matthews. Puts a move on him, driving in, spinning, gets it out. Is this going to be a foul called against Lane Tech, sending Kyle Dodig to the line for 2 free throws?
I think this Padua offense has been really good so far, specifically their passing. They're getting really crazy passes in. I mean, some passes that you wouldn't imagine to ever happen. But, yeah, they are up 1 point with the chance to extend their lead now.
The first free throw for Dodig is good. It's a senior point guard, shooting guard. Stands at 5'8". So decently undersized. He misses the second free throw. Lane Tech now with the ball. All tied up with 17. Into Scantlebury. Just off, and there's going to be a foul called Padua's coaches do not like the call. It's going to be called on the floor, so Lane Tech will have to inbound side out. Rosario to inbound, tries to get it to Dylan Pepper, but it's going to be swatted away out of bounds. Lane Tech will retain possession. Dribble handoff to Rosario, tries to get it again to Matthews on that cross-court pass, but to no avail.
They're going to have to get a shot off quickly here. They have 5.9 seconds left in the first quarter, Lane Tech, so we're going to look for an inbound and a shot.
Another inbound for Lane Tech. They get it into Scanterbury. Scanterbury, no. 0 seconds, and then that is going to be the end of the first quarter. So, through one, Lane Tech is all tied up heading into the second quarter of play. We'll be right back after this. Here we are to start this second quarter of play. I'm Nathan. Alongside me is Peter, my broadcasting partner. Luca Pinto starts out the second quarter with a missed layup that goes all the way around the cup, but does not fall for him.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't go in because half the ball was basically inside the hoop already.
Padua now has the ball. Whitehead working on Mazanowski. Pulls up for three. No good. That was a deep three from Whitehead. Dylan Pepper drives in. Out to Mazanowski. Mazanowski. Dribble moves. Gets inside. The finish is pure.
Great offensive start here for Lane Tech. That was a great move from Zach Mazanowski. The spin, the finish, everything there was on point.
Brilliant basketball from the senior power forward / center. Floor stretching big, can do it all. Offense and defense. As he almost gets the steal there, but it's going to be ruled a kick ball. So it will stay with Padua. Looks like number 21, Anthony Minute Jr. is a little banged up. It looks like he might have gotten a finger in the eye, so he's going to come out for at least a play or two. In for him is number 5, Gio Roman. As the ball is inbounded on the wing, Padua outside. No, the outside three-point shot is no good. Mazanowski looked to throw it all the way down the court, but decides better of it. Dylan Pepper finds himself alone for three, no good. Rebound, Padua. Shot three-point for Padua is no good, but they get the rebound and put it back in. The inbound to Rosario. Rosario tries to get it to Mazanowski on a no-look pass, but that's going to sail out of bounds. Now Padua has the ball right back.
Looks like Lane Tech going back to their starting lineup here. 4 substitutions at once, but those subs that were just on, they played really well for Lane Tech. So I'm surprised that Coach Legalbo took them off.
Dodig with the ball, guarded by Rosenkrantz. Whitehead, Bartolai for 3. It's pure. Whitehead 4-3. On breaks the tie of this game is Whitehead gets the steal on the inbound. He's going to have an easy lay. So 5 straight points for Whitehead. Now Rosenkrantz has the ball. Mazganowski inside. Scansbury in the corner. Bartolai working on Whitehead. Tries to get it to Rosenkrantz, but it will go out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay here. Legalbo's trying to call timeout. The refs are not seeing it. Finally gets his wish.
Yeah, but I mean, that second quarter was going good for Lane, but you know, they let a 3-pointer in, and then they had a turnover in their half, and that gave Padua a 5-point lead.
Crazy how quick momentum can shift here in varsity basketball. Lane Tech finds themselves trailing here by 5 to the team from Ohio. Not even halfway through this second quarter. 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in this second period of play. Lane Tech shows a big lineup coming out of the timeout. Rosenkrantz at point guard, but after him, Drew Bartolai, Matt Safoni, Zach Mazanowski, and Dalton Scansbury round out the starting lineup in this quarter.
Yeah, definitely some problems here for Lane Tech. Like I said earlier, it was a good start in the second quarter, but now I think Padua got a bit of a morale boost or something, and they're playing really well now, up 5 points with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Padua with the ball. Shot no good. Good defense by Dalton Scansbury on the interior. Whitehead guarded closely by Drew Bartolai. They're not giving him the space to shoot now after he's made a good number of three-pointers. That's going to be stolen by Braden Rosenkrantz up the court. Zach Mazanowski with the nice finish.
Yeah, great finish there from Mazanowski. Finally, a bit of a momentum boost for Lane Tech.
Whitehead for 3, and of course, he hits it. Whitehead is no stranger to putting up points. He's had one game over 40 points this season. Put up 47 points to be exact. So he can definitely score the ball. That makes the score 21-27 Padua. Inbound into Scansbury is good. From the baseline, inbound pass. So now it is 23-27. Padua. Gio Roman at the top. Gets it to Whitehead. Deep 3 from Whitehead is no good. Long rebound. Scansbury tries to get it to a teammate, but it's stolen. Padua puts it in, so Lane Tech is having some problems with this press as it's going to be another turnover forced by Padua. Three-pointer is wedged between the rim and the backboard. It's going to be quickly unstuck. So it's going to be a jump ball awarded to, that's what they're debating. Who are they going to give the jump ball to? And it looks like it's going to be Padua's turn to receive the ball.
Yeah, but
And
some mistakes here from Lane Tech, a few turnovers, and I think that's the main reason why they're down.
Lane Tech
6
steals
points.
it, and Braden Rosengrantz hits a deep three, capitalizing off the mistake from Padua.
Yeah, that was a beautiful three-point shot.
This is going to be another steal up to Matt Safoni, who gets the easy lay. Lane Tech is coming back very quickly at that. They cut the lead down to just 1 point here over halfway through the second quarter of play.
Yeah, I really like that, though, from Lane Tech. Great offensive movement there, taking points off the turnovers. But, yeah, that was Braden Rosenkrantz's first points of the game, and it's a nice three-pointer.
Momentum is definitely now in favor of Lane Tech. As we've said previously, Padua has driven all the way from Ohio, made the 5+ hour road trip and faced the Lane Tech champions here in Chicago, Illinois. Right now, the teams are looking pretty square. Lane Tech trails by 1. It's going to be a side inbound for Padua. He gets it in. Antoine Wooden working on Braden Rosenkrantz. On the wing, Padua swinging the ball around, trying to get it to Whitehead. They do. He finds someone inside, swooping layup, falling, no foul, and the basket is no good. Lane Tech with the rebound. Safoni, guarded by the smaller defender, gives it up. Rosenkrantz now driving in, floater in the lane, touches every part of the rim and goes in.
Yeah,
Lane
some
Tech.
that's some good offense from Braden Rosenkrantz. No points in the first quarter, but he's got 5 now. So that's what Lane's looking for.
Wooden gets inside on Rosenkrantz and gets that one to fall. Banking
Yeah, that was
floater there.
Yeah, that was a crazy move there from number 2 on Padua. It was a layup over Dalton Scanterbury, so you don't see that often. I was expecting a block there from Scanterbury.
That's going to be a three-pointer made by Drew Bartolai. Contested corner 3, doesn't matter for Drew Bartolai. He cashes that one in. 33-31 now your score here. Less than 2 minutes to go. Wooden and Padua holding the ball. Looks like they're gonna slow down the pace. They don't like the current momentum that's been going on in the corner. Whitehead forced baseline, tries to get it in. It's gonna be a tapped around and stolen by Mazdanowski, driving it on the smaller defenders. He loses it, but Dalton Skinsbury's right there, puts it up, no good. Big missed opportunity there for the Lane Tech champions. Padua gains possession off of the rebound. Padua slowing the tempo a lot. On the wing, driving in, finds Wooden, cutting to the lane. Rosenkrantz didn't see him cut, back door. It was an easy lay after that. Padua has gone back to picking up half court. This is going to be Mazanowski in the corner. Passes up the 3. Tries to throw it cross pass, but it is stolen. Driving in the lane. Whitehead looked for a step back 3. Chose better than that. Wooten looking at the clock. 10 seconds left. 9 seconds. The ball is tapped away. Backcourt. No backcourt violation is called. Driving in. Gets the tough shot and it falls. That's going to do it for the second quarter of play. First half in the books. Lane Tech trailing Padua by a score of 33-35 here. The team from Ohio is putting on a show offensively here in Lane Tech's gymnasium. So that's going to do it here for this first half. We'll be right back for more action here on LT Athletics.
And we are back in the second half, the start of the third quarter here at Gym 1 at Lane Tech. Lane Tech down 2 points. It's been an interesting first half. Both teams had a lot of strengths, also a lot of weaknesses that they showed on the court. Hopefully Lane Tech can get past those weaknesses. And Braden Rosenkrantz to start off the second half with a great three-pointer that gives Lane Tech the lead.
Drew Bartolai guards Whitehead. Guarding him closely, he's made countless threes. He has 16 points already in this game.
Yeah, Ryan Cervenka for Padua has been phenomenal. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's had 4 3-pointers in the first half, so really Lane Tech needs to find a way to stop him from scoring more points here in the second half.
Swinging the ball around. Whitehead tries to get rid of Bartolai. Trapped in the corner, Scanterbury. Good defense. The ball will go out of bounds. It'll stay here. Padua will retain possession. Inbounded inside. Great inbound play. That's going to be tapped around, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Zach Mazanowski.
Better start here for Lane Tech. I think the halftime talk from Coach Legalbo was to really find the rhythm overall, because a lot of mistakes in the first half for Lane Tech, but they've done well, and hopefully they can do better here in the second half.
Spinning, kicking outside, Dodig. Whitehead working on Mazanowski, gets him to jump, doesn't shoot it back out to number 3, the senior point guard. Gets past Bartolai in the corner, 3 no good. Mazanowski looked to push the ball up the court, but he's going to do it himself. Dodig with the steal, gets in the passing lanes, and that's going to be an easy lay.
Yeah, those are the kinds of mistakes that I was talking about. Just giving up the ball in bad situations that lead to points for Padua. Lane Tech have to figure out something.
Lane Tech has really struggled against this press put on them by Padua.
Yeah, Braden Rosenkrantz was looking for the ball there. He was open and no one passed it to him. But Dalton here has the chance to take the lead for Lane Tech.
Dalton, decent free throw shooter as he knocks down the first of his 2 free throws. That'll tie us up 37-37 here in this third quarter of play. Scanselberry, one of the leaders of this Lane Tech team, senior, been a great player. That's going to be a Safoni dives on the floor. They're going to call it a jump ball. Didn't look like they had a piece of the ball, but nonetheless, it's going to go to Padua on the jump ball ruling. Dodig guarded by Rosenkrantz. Lane Tech working in a man-on-man defense here. It's going to be driving in, kicking out. Padua has really calmed the pace in which they've worked offensively this quarter. Less threes being chucked as Rosenkrantz gets in the passing lane. Lefty layup is good from the senior point guard.
Yeah, that's a great finish from Braden Rosenkrantz. He's been wanting it. I mean, he had a rough start. He had 5 points in the first half, but off to a good start here with already 5 points in the third quarter.
Mazanowski a little too much on that layup. Has it hit off the back of the rim, bouncing out. Lane Tech will have to settle for their 2-point lead, at least for now.
Yeah, going back to Braden Rosenkrantz, though, we know he's a big game player. He can definitely score big threes, get the points that the team needs, especially in big games like this one here today. We know a few weeks ago against Whitney Young, he hit a few threes. Same with the game against Lincoln Park. So he knows how to play. He's a great veteran on this team. And I think Lane Tech just need to really feed him the ball in this second half.
Jack Boswell, the sophomore, misses his first free throw. He's ruled a foul on Zach Mazanowski for a push. Boswell's second free throw drops in. It's going to be his 4th point on the night. Mazanowski inbounds it to Safoni, using his height to see over the defenders, gets it to Scanterbury. Wide open for 3. Drew Bartolai, no, off the front of the rim. Rebound, Mazanowski out. Rosenkrantz, no good on the bank. Safoni thought about driving in, gets it to Bartolai. Kick ball by number 22, Trey Martin, excuse me. So it'll stay here. Safoni wide open for 3. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Safoni. Goes up again and gets that one to drop for him. It's going to be his 4th point on the night. Safoni comes in to help on Whitehead. Wooden with the ball, guarded closely by Rosenkrantz. Inside is Whitehead. Tough layup is good. It's going to be a timeout called by Padua as they cut down Lane's lead from 3 to 1 with that bucket right there.
Yeah, I've said earlier, Ryan Cervenka, number 1 on Padua, he's got to be stopped. He just scored his 18th point, and he's been the dominant force for Padua, leading point scorer. Lane has to figure out some way to stop him so that they can really win this game.
After the layup from Whitehead, Lane Tech will gain possession of the ball, trying to get it all the way up to Safoni. But it's going to be swatted away out of bounds. Safoni almost reeled in that pass, but not that time. Inside, Scanterbury. He's using his size to convert over the smaller Padua defenders.
Yeah, that was a great finish from Dalton. 11 points for him. Leads the team. He's had a pretty good game. Hopefully he can carry on getting the points the team needs.
Good pass by Wooden. But Whitehead could not get his footwork on point. So that's going to be a turnover. Padua. Scanterbury's trapped. Stolen by Whitehead up the court. Gives it up to Boswell. He converts the easy lay there. Score is 43-42. Lane Tech still has the lead but by only 1 point.
Yeah, it's those turnovers I've talked about all game, really. For Lane Tech, they just really can't get a hold of not turning over the ball. That's really led to
Up
them
the
not
court.
having a bigger lead.
Cam Matthews for three, just subbed in. Off the rim, bouncing high. It touches the glass and goes in. Cam Matthews gets the three-pointer to drop. Whitehead on the other hand. Fancy layup is no good. Tapped around. Luca Pinto finds himself with the ball. Driving up the court. Righty lay, no good. Too much on that. Scanterbury with the rebound. Up and in. The senior center puts that one in and now has the chance to get 3 points the hard way with another trip to the line in this third quarter of play.
Yeah, we've seen some really good stuff here from Cameron Matthews. He doesn't start many games, so he's usually put on as a substitute. But when he plays, we can really see the impact that he has on this team.
Scanterbury misses his one and only free throw, as that's going to be out of bounds. Whitehead couldn't get the feet in bounds. Not a great pass. Padua definitely making a concerted effort to get Aaron Whitehead the ball. Kenny Rosario into the game. On the wing, Matthews trying to get it inside to Scanterbury. They do, and he converts.
Yeah, it's a beautiful feed from Zach Mazinovsky to Dalton Scantlebury. That's his 15th point.
Dalton Scanterbury has come alive here in this third quarter. Dodig, cross-court pass. Try to get it to Dominic Harb, but it will end up Lane Tech ball here with under 2 minutes left in this third quarter of play. Here from Lane Gymnasium, Chicago, Illinois. Padua coming all the way from Ohio, making a 5-hour drive during the day to come here. They are currently trailing by 8. With the score 50-42. Mazanowski's three is off. Rebound Matthews finds its way back to Zach Mazanowski, who throws that one down.
That was beautiful from Zach Mazinovsky. The initial shot didn't go in, but he gets the point there. That's a beautiful three-pointer. Number 5 on Padua.
Gio Roman gets that three to go. So Lane Tech had a double-digit lead for the first time this game for about 3 seconds. Rosario, no good on that three. Coach Legalbo asking for a foul. So that's going to be another three. Padua can definitely get back into this game. As we saw in that first quarter, they had a lot of threes. So this game can change fast if some of those shots start falling for Padua. As the foul is going to send Zach Mazanowski to the free throw line. 4 fouls on Padua versus the single foul for Lane Tech. Mazanowski good on the first free throw. Boswell and Martin go into the game for Padua. Mazanowski goes 2 for 2 at the line and is going to be subbed out for Dylan Pepper. Another one of those senior forwards.
Yeah, it's a really nice lead here for Lane Tech. 9 points after starting off this third quarter. Basically tie game because it was that close, but they've gotten a nice lead now.
For three, no good. Rebound goes to Rosario.
And that
30
was,
seconds left.
That was-
Nolan Matthews on the wing.
that was Ryan Cervenka again with the three-point attempt for Padua. He missed it, but like I said, he's been a dominant force for Padua here today. 18 points. He's going to look for more. He definitely wants more.
As Lane Tech will give the ball back to Padua. Trailing by 9. Padua needs a little bit of momentum to get this third quarter, more importantly, the fourth quarter going. Inside, trying to get it to Martin. Boswell for 3 will not be close.
Yeah, great defense there to finish off the third quarter for Lane Tech. Not allowing a proper shot to go off from Padua.
Lane Tech leads by 9, 10-point advantage from that quarter. Lane Tech did a great job in the third quarter. Didn't have as many mistakes as they did in that as they did in that second quarter and first quarter, but there's definitely more to improve on from this Lane Tech team. So to start this fourth quarter of play, Coach Legalba sends out Nolan Matthews, Kenny Rosario, Dylan Pepper, Luca Pinto, and the center, the man in the middle, Dalton Scanterbury. As they lob it into Scanterbury, out is Pepper for 3, no good, off the front of the rim. Luca Pinto tries to save it, but inevitably the ball sails out of bounds. Padua struggled shooting in that third quarter, at least compared to their other previous 2 quarters that they showed. So that's going to be another jump ball. We've seen a handful of those today.
Yeah, I think the main reason behind the Padua's lack of scoring in the third quarter was because Lane Tech really locked down their main guy, their main man, Ryan Cervenka. But Padua's going to want to involve him a lot more in this last quarter of the game, along with Gio Roman, who only has 8 points, but he's shown that he is a really good player on this Padua team.
Into Scanterbury, he's going to be immediately trapped. Gives it to Pinto. Matthews, Pepper for 3. Yes, sir. Dylan Pepper hits a 3, and that's going to put Lane Tech's lead to 10 points. Double digits for the second time in this game for any team. That's going to be a foul. Let's see if... Yeah, it's going to be a shooting foul, so... Number 22, Trey Martin, is going to be shooting 2. The first free throw is up and is good. Nothing but net from his first free throw. Second one upcoming. That's going to be it. No good. Pinto with the rebound. Pinto putting the moves on Boswell. He shrugs them off. Great move from Luca Pinto.
Yeah, great finish there from Luca. He's looked to involve himself throughout the game as a sub. He's done a good job.
So yeah, miscommunication there. So Lane Tech has the ball now. Pinto is trapped in. The ball almost stripped from him. Lane Tech, for what it's worth, will retain possession. Pinto inbounds it to Scantlebury, thrown away. It's going to go out of bounds. Ruled Lane Tech's ball, last touch. Padua. Legalbo calls for timeout. It will be granted. So Lane Tech up 11 on Padua. The team from Ohio is going to...
Yeah, one thing I do want to mention, though, we've seen a lot of turnovers from Lane in the first half, but I think, of course they had a few, but they haven't had as much in the third and fourth quarters as they did in the first half. So I think they've done well managing that.
6.5 minutes left to go.
Yeah, it's definitely not a lost cause yet for Padua. They're definitely going to fight really hard within this last 6.5 minutes. A few buckets, and they're still in this game. So they're definitely going to play hard, play with, speed, strength, a lot of passion.
As I've said before, if Padua just hits his shots, we know that they're capable of doing that. This lead for Lane can disappear just like that as Pepper gets it up the court. Great job from Coach Legalbo. Draws up the play, beats the press. Lane Tech extends their lead to 13, largest lead of the game. Rosario picks the pocket of his of the offensive player, goes all the way and scores.
Great finish there from Kenny Rosario.
Great job after the timeout. Great coaching by Coach Legalbo.
Yeah, I think in this second half, Padua has struggled more with their turnovers compared to Lane. I think Padua just have given up more, which has caused such a big lead from Lane Tech. 15 points.
Yep. This second half of play has been all Lane Tech. And talking about scoring, Aaron Whitehead, number 1, who had 18 points, has definitely cooled off. He hasn't had a point in a minute. Rosario in the corner for 3. No good. That one doesn't fall for him. Whitehead for 3. No good. His cold streak continues. Rebound by Padua. Second chance points there awarded to Padua. Nobody boxed out from Lane Tech, allowing someone from Padua to go and get the rebound and get a nice, easy layup to cut this lead to 13.
Yeah, right now Lane Tech just want to seal the deal, seal the win, go home for a nice long weekend here. It's a 13-point lead. Of course, we're going to see a fight put up from Padua, but I think ultimately Lane Tech will seal the deal with their strong defense. They got a lot of height on the team, so they will really solidify this game here today.
Talking about the long weekend, tomorrow for Lane Tech, they face off against New Trier, I believe, at Northwestern.
Yeah, exciting game there.
Yep. New Trier has been a good team.
Yeah, New Trier's really a powerful team, powerful school in a lot of sports. Basketball, of course, one of them. But that is a very exciting game tomorrow with, Lane Tech playing against New Trier. But Lane Tech has the opportunity to play at a really great location at Northwestern. And, of course, after that, they take on one of their biggest rivals, Taft, at home here at Gym 1, also at 5 p.m. That's Tuesday, the day after Martin Luther King Day.
That should be a good game as Kenny Rosario airballs. Lane Tech has played teams better than them very well. Most notably, that game against Kenwood. Kenwood ranked very, very highly nationally. It's a 5-point game at the end, but Lane Tech.
Yeah, there's Gio Roman cutting down the lead to 10 points. I talked about him earlier, how Padua might want to involve him more in this game.
Pinto trapped in the corner. Timeout is awarded by Lane Tech. Kenny Rosario is frustrated. He slams one of the chairs.
Yeah, for Padua, though, it's been mostly the same lineup all game, the starting lineup. We've seen a few substitutions in the second quarter for some giving the starters some time off. But, yeah, it's been the same lineup all game. And like I said, it's been their two main guys, Ryan Cervenka and Gio Roman, leading the way, 18 points and 13 points. So I think in this last 4.5 minutes, Padua will want to keep their offense rotating around them too.
So 4 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in this fourth quarter of play. Lane Tech currently leads Padua 63 to 53. The Bruins need to get something going and fast. It's going to be a foul called on Dalton Scanterbury. Ref is going to argue that he pushed off against the defender. Coach Legalbo can't really argue that call. Roman driving in on Scanterbury. As you can see, Matthews is guarding Cervenka very close. Not giving him any breathing room. Roman, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound up Martin. Gets free, Cervenka, no good. Up ahead, Zach Mazanowski. It's going to be a foul called against Padua. Luca Pinto gets it in to Zach Mazanowski, guarded by Boswell. Matthews now. Matthews has 3 points Tries to make it 5. No good on the layup. Mazanowski scores. Second chance points for Lane Tech. Coach Lagalbo is very frustrated. Cervenka for 3. He's going to put up over 20 points. He breaks his cold streak. You do not want him getting hot, as this 9-point lead could disappear just like that. The snap of a finger.
21 points for Ryan Cervenka. I mean, that's really crazy stat line against a really good Lane Tech team, especially Lane's defense. But yeah, to cut this lead, they will definitely run it through him, to run the offense through him again.
I mean, if you think that this is a lot, he scored over 40 earlier on in the year, so he's definitely he's a 3-level scorer. He loves that 3 ball. Coach Lagalba, the head coach for Lane Tech, was extremely mad even before Cervenka threw up that 3-pointer. I wonder if that was for some sort of coverage, or maybe wanted them to apply more pressure to Riley Cervenka. But anyways, that is in the past. Cervenka makes them pay on a tough 3-point shot. Canterbury is going to be trapped. The ball is going to be fought for, and it's going to go in favor of Padua. Coach Lagalva is not going to be pleased with that after timeout execution. Into Boswell. He gets free. Layup is blocked by Dalton Canterbury.
Great block there. Great defense from Dalton. We haven't seen much blocks from him today, but he got an important one there.
Mazanowski with the lay. It's now an 11-point lead for Lane Tech. Dodig. Cervenka gets free, and he connects. Long 3-pointer for Riley Cervenka. Lead is now 8 for Lane Tech. Canterbury, 3-on-2. Matthews, fly by, 4-3, no good. Pulling up for 3, Cervenka for 3, he's hot, no good. Rebound Lane Tech, Mazanowski, 2-on-1, Boswell trailing. The lob for Canterbury, he throws it down. Dalton Canterbury with the monster flush.
Yeah, that was insane from Dalton. It's like the second one we've seen today. Huge dunk. Explains the 10-point lead for Lane Tech.
Mazanowski spinning in the lane, no good. No foul is called. Lagalbo is frustrated. Dodig for 3. So Padua starting to get hot from 3 all of a sudden here. 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
They're definitely still in it. 7
the lob
points.
for Mazanowski, no good. Fight for a ball. That should go to Lane Tech. And it looks like it will be. So Lane Tech will be rewarded possession. But the arrow switches back to Padua in terms of the jump ball conversation.
Yeah, a minute and 15 seconds is a lot of time for Padua to still do something. 2 3-pointers and it's a 1-point game, so you never know.
Drew Bartolai into Mazanowski. Contested layup is good. Zach Mazanowski puts Lane Tech on his back.
16 points on the night for Zach. with the chance to add more here. Let's not forget about Dalton Scantlebury with 17.
Yep, Dalton Scantlebury too, especially in this second half, has been amazing. With the chance to give Lane a double-digit lead here late in this fourth quarter. Just over a minute left of the court. Cervenka guarded closely. He's looking for that three ball. They're not giving it to him. Chased by Rosenkrantz. It's going to be tipped out of bounds.
Sorry, that there from Zach Masnowski might have just done it, really. It's a 10-point lead. A minute exactly on the clock. It'll be tough for Padua to do anything, especially with this defense from Lane Tech.
But we've seen, not recently, but that's going to be a turnover for Padua. Lane Tech, especially at the start, struggled with that press. They had a lot of turnovers, forced and unforced. So a few turnovers, a few threes, and this game is looking a lot more friendly for Padua. Pass into Bartolai, looking for the trap. Scantlebury lobs it. Rosenkrantz, Rosario with the lay. Great job from Lane Tech. Scantlebury, the big man, gets in the way of the pass. He's going to steal that one. And Lane Tech might steal a victory against Padua. Padua 8-3, Lane Tech 9-9. Different conferences, heck, different states. Lane Tech sends Padua back home. Coming all the way from Ohio. 5-hour plus drive. Just to lose by 12 to the Lane Tech champions.
Yeah, it was a great game from the champions. Even though it was off to a rough start, they finished it off in the second half. That's what's most important. Don't get me wrong about Padua, though. They're a great team. They played it really well, especially in the first half. They kept it close. Their passing is something that I have never seen before, really. Really great passing. So, Nathan, any final thoughts?
Yeah, great job from Lane Tech on both sides, especially in that second half, where they really took control. That great third quarter really put them on the path to victory. So Lane Tech wins against another state rival, Padua, coming from Ohio. So great job from Lane Tech. They have another one tomorrow against New Trier. It's going to be played at Northwestern. So should be a good game there. So Lane Tech wins here at the Lane Gymnasium. I'm Nathan Nowak. Alongside me is Peter Pleva. Thank you, and enjoy your night.
Yeah, just something to add. Both games will be broadcasted on the Lane Tech Athletics YouTube page. Both future games, of course. Tomorrow's game against New Trier and Tuesday's game against Taft. So we hope to either see you in the stands or watching the stream. Thank you, everybody, for watching.